I get out of one Twitter story and I go into another Twitter story. So Mark Hamill, who, as we all know, was very unhappy with Luke's portrayal in The Last Jedi, as well he should have been, because what they did to Luke in The Last Jedi is irrefucking-deemable, and is one of the main reasons why Rian Johnson should have never been allowed to write anything in the sequel trilogy. You know, still ain't happy about it. He came out with a tweet, and he retweeted this, not retweeted it, but he put this in the tweet, this picture in a tweet, where it had all the OT characters that we all know and love, Lando, Luke, Han, and Leia, all sitting together in the cockpit of the Falcon, laughing and having a good time. And he was like, missed opportunities. I'm like, yes, very much a missed opportunity, because this issue has come up again over what we actually wanted from our sequel trilogy, our original trilogy characters in the sequel trilogy. And a lot of people were like, why can't we do something where they pass off the torch to somebody else? We didn't really get that. And all these things, and how we were just killing them off in like every fucking movie, which is one of the reasons why people are really scared for Lando. I am too. I don't want Lando to die. Billy D. Williams is too good for this world. But, you know, it just sucks that what they did with the treatment of the OT characters in this new saga. And, you know, that's one of the big reasons why the sequel trilogy has just been bad for the most part in terms of how it's been criticized by fans and everything like that. So, Mark Hamill tweets this out, and a fuck ton, and I mean a fuck ton, of SJWs get really pissy. They got really, really pissy about it. I mean, it was crazy. Like, all Mark did was just retweet something that was dear to him. He was like, hey, I wanted this to happen. This should have happened, but it's not happening. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and just tweet this photo out that this guy made on the internet. That's all he was doing. But then again, you got the dumbass people on the internet who want to get so pissy about defending their really shitty trilogy that hasn't even been completed yet, that they're going to call Mark Hamill alt-right. So let me get this straight. You're going to call the guy who has been, like, openly critical of President Trump since when he announced his presidential bid, who just recently came out with a really stupid tweet saying that Trump is the worst president we've ever had, bar none, despite the fact there are many worse presidents in our history than Trump. You know that Mark Hamill is alt-right. Chuck Wendig, in particular, tweeted this at him saying, like, no, he's allowed to have his opinion, but he's just giving the alt-right people something to fringe about. And it's like, what are you talking about, you dumb motherfucker? And it's just insane. It's really insane. All he wanted was just this thing for his friends. Alright, Carrie Fisher's dead. Harrison Ford won't come back to Star Wars, and I don't blame him, but he won't come back. And people are pissy that Mark wanted them all back for at least one fucking movie. That's sad, man. That's really sad. But then people are out there criticizing his sadness. That he's somehow being alt-right. That he's doing the worst thing of all time doing this. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, you dumb motherfuckers? It's really fucking stupid. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. It's just, why are you so oblivious to the man's feelings? Okay? And people will say, and these types of people would also say, that we would be lying about Mark Hamill's feelings right after the release of The Last Jedi, that we were lying about Mark Hamill's feelings in order to say that The Last Jedi was bad. No, it came straight from the camel's mouth, what Mark Hamill said. He regrets criticizing it too soon, but that doesn't mean his criticisms weren't coming from a place of genuine feeling, because that's what it was. It was coming straight from his mouth. that he did not like what Rian Johnson did, not only with his character, but also did not like what J.J. Abrams decided to do with his character and with the other OT characters in The Force Awakens. So it's just, wow. You're just going to jump on this fucking bandwagon to call Mark Hamill, left-leaning guy, really left-leaning guy, a fucking alt-righter for just wanting to have Han, Luke, and Leia and Lando share scenes together. And Chewie, too. Don't forget Chewie. So, yeah, I can't take these people seriously. I especially can't take Chuck Wendig seriously. I mean, I don't know how the hell he is still relevant in the Star Wars universe. His books suck. If you want an excerpt on how his books suck, go watch Wolf's video. He has a really good video reading like the first couple pages of his book for free on like Google Play or something like that. And he's reading it and like, that is some shit writing. I could write better than that as a 13-year-old. Jesus Christ. And, you know, I don't know. And yeah, and I'm betting you right now there are probably some people at Rooster Teeth who, you know, because they happen to love Chuck Wendig so much because, oh, he hates the Republicans. He wants the Republicans to die. That's what we want. And, you know, they probably like that tweet. And I know they like the tweet where he said the Republicans should die off. But, you know, that's the reason he got fired. So remember that, kiddos. But yeah, it just set off a freaking landmine of the Twitters going against Mark Hamill. And it's just, I feel really bad for Mark. He can't win with this. He can't do anything now without this shit. Like honestly, he should have been given. I wholeheartedly agree that Mark Hamill should have been given a stupid, not stupid. He should have been given, you know. Yeah, and here's his. I've just found his tweet for like his explanations of why he did it. He said, "Saw a pic of me with Billy D. Harrison and Harry. Harrison and Harry. Oh God, I think he did that on purpose. I posted it because I missed them. Nothing more, nothing less. I love the new cast too, and didn't mean to get everyone's knickers in this twist. Maybe I should have posted a bunch of endgame spoilers instead. Relax and have fun, people." And like, that is like classic Mark Hamill. He's having fun with it, and like, and I love how he gives no fucks. He's like, okay, I didn't mean to get your knickers in a twist, but fuck it. But I'm gonna be looking on the original tweet. There's so many funny people in this. Yeah, some guy literally tried to convince Mark Hamill that this was made by an alt-righter. It's like, no, it's not. Robot Head just responded to him. It's like, this dude named Zach. He's like, you know this image comes from one of the alt-right portion of the fan base, right? Bad looks, sir. It's like, no, that's not it, dumbass. And then there's like, the guy who made it himself was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you, Mark. That was Steven. And there's a lot of good tweets in here, like, oh man, this sucks. But then they have people like, oh no, this would make the movie boring. Like, oh, we're just having rehashes and everything. Like, what are you talking about? We just want the characters to be together before the story takes place. That's all we want. We don't want the entire movie, like, we don't want the whole thing being like, oh my God, we're jacking off over the OT characters, because that's what we did in The Force Awakens, and it had no structure. But, I mean, you can have them together, doing things together throughout the whole movie, but it also can center around a different narrative than what we had, instead of rehashing things like they did in the new Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, which was basically rehashes of shit that you got in the OT. So I really fail to see, like, what the problem is with Mark's tweet here. He's obviously sad about all of this. He wanted to be with his friends. He misses them a lot, especially Carrie, since she's dead. You know, and it just goes to show you that there was so much potential that the sequel trilogy could have had. But they decided, nah, No, we don't want to. We just want to capitalize off nostalgia. And of course, Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know how to plan anything anymore, I guess. If she could even plan at all to begin with. It's a sad thing. And like I said, I feel bad for Mark. I'm going to keep this video short. But yeah, I feel bad for Mark. And he should not be getting lambasted over this, like being called an alt-righter. Like, no. This is not an alt-right position to have. People left, right, and center hold this position that the sequel trilogy should not have disrespected the OT characters in any way, shape, or form. Especially Luke. And that a lot of people, left, right, and center, think that The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens are shit movies. And looking at it in retrospect, yes, The Force Awakens is a very shit movie. I mean, Jesus Christ, first 2 parts of MauLer's Force Awakens critique is out. Been out for months. Just from that alone, you can tell that the story was turning into a shit direction based on what he has gone through already. Wait until he gets to the end of it. Holy shit, the salt that's going to be flowing. But anyway, thank you, Mark, for standing up for Star Wars fans everywhere. And, please stop with the politicking stuff. Like, I really don't like that. But at least you have some principles with your characters. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't die. I'll see you next time. I don't know what else I'm going to do next, honestly. Fuck it.